Last time on Fantasy Friends, the trio found themselves in a new part of the tomb, only to run into more puzzles, halls, and walls. After finding a key to one of two doors, they opened it and found themselves facing off against an elf archer. After a quick battle, they all realized this was reality, and Tristan spiraled further down in his already fragile mind. What's up next for our friends? More halls? More walls? Yes, to all of the above. But let's find out anyway on Fantasy Friends. So Koreva starts to cast a spell, and basically states out loud that I don't think this body needs to be burned.
I'm down. I'll pull out my torch and set fire to the body.
And she casts a flame spell at the same time.
Oh yeah, that seems way easier.
Okay, she just casts this flame spell. So as the body catches fire, as it reaches, the whole length of the body, well, like the ears themselves seem to kind of take longer, and then all of a sudden they, like, it's almost as if you hear screaming, like distant screaming. And then as it kind of turns to ashes, the ears finally turn to ash as well. But it takes like a long time. It is like strangely, well, not strangely, it is strange that should happen.
I knew I should have cut him off.
And then she looks up at the two of you when Tristan's out the door, and she says, I apologize. There was something, demons and devils should not be in this world, and I don't believe she was some type of protector in here. Even that voice, you heard the voice, this person was blaspheming, and possibly more in this temple. We need to find the rest of this. We need to figure out what is going on in this place.
Yeah, I'm down. Wait, does that mean we have to go back into the tomb?
You're still in the tomb.
Oh, I thought we were outside.
No, I said after the battle, you ended up back in that room.
Oh, we went back in there. Okay, I didn't hear that part. Mm-hmm. My bad.
Yeah. So you still have a door.
All right.
That is missing something in it.
Yeah.
You already searched the two areas. They had the constellations. There is that one room, or the one hallway.
This one, yeah.
Okay, so you head down to that part of the hallway down there?
Yeah, let's do it, boys.
Okay.
Tristan, you coming?
Tristan?
Is he
still here?
Off the floor.
Okay.
You just drag him by the scruff of his neck. Come on, buddy. Here we go.
We're not done yet. There's more to kill. Come on, boy.
All right. I will reveal this. And reveal.
Oh yeah, more hallways.
Yeah. So you followed the hallway that was parallel to the other two doors, and it comes to an intersection. To your left, there's a hallway, and possibly more. To your front, or center ahead of you, is another hallway that goes to possibly more. And to your right, the same exact thing that I just said twice.
If we don't have like a tagline for this chapter of our campaign yet,
Always.
Can we just call it like Halls and Walls?
Halls and Walls. Halls and Walls. I like that. I gotta remember. Oh, I will remember it because it's recorded. Hold on, gentlemen. To right here.
If if you're listening to the podcast, he just pointed next to Tristan.
Okay.
Of course, you can't see where I am.
All right. So as you're facing the direction forward to your right, on the wall next to the hallway to your right is a glyph that is obviously out of place. So the glyph is our old friend Apep, and on below Apep, he's like, "Hey there, fellas! This is how you get through this place." And it says, "Follow right along the left path, stray and die. You must stay straight." However, along is in all caps, stray, die, and straight is in all capitals.
Okay. What
I
I
have a
gleaned
question.
from that was
After a long, you said it was capitalized. Did you say stray or straight, die, and straight?
So stray as in stray away, and straight as in
Okay.
like the Bering Strait.
Right.
Strait. And then the first one would be Stray.
okay. So
Koreva pipes up and says, "Do
I
you
think we need to go to the left path, but stay to the right of it. Is that what I heard?
well maybe down this way, this path that we wait, maybe we stay right, but why would the
Can I please hear it again?
follow right along the left path, stray and die, you must stay straight."
It's so confusing. Okay. So maybe we need to go on the right path, but stay to the left.
Or maybe it means that we have to follow a set amount of tiles? No, that would be your left. Wait, are you going to take the left path?
Is that the left path? Because we came from this direction, so I would have thought this would be right. Dane just goes in the direction that is correct.
I mean, you could roll a
Did Tristan roll anything since he's
investigation or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
investigation.
I'll roll that as well. Oh damn it! I keep rolling it with my regular dice, and then I remember that. Why am I not in the game anymore? I must accidentally hit a button. All right.
You blew it.
Oh
We
great!
add-
I zoomed way in again.
Well,
Okay.
we add our
Oof.
modifiers to
Whoa.
his. Oh, forget it.
Oof. Ouch.
Oofa doofa.
that's
Ouchies.
a 1, friends.
Okay, so mine is investigation is a +1. I liked it
That's
better on my
still
real dice. All right.
Kind of shaken up.
Let me see. You think that it pertains to... Whoa, good grief.
Jesus.
A
these
3, a
rolls.
9, and a 7 between the three of us.
All right, might as well.
Lovely.
Oh,
I'm just going to
goodness.
sit down and die.
Okay. Go on.
All right. This is for Bendane, at least. Well, and Koreva, because she basically rolled the same thing. So you think that it does pertain to this hallway,
So the one that I perceived as the right hallway.
but you know that, or Koreva can tell that there's a reason why these certain words are all capitals.
Yeah. Which ones did you say were capitalized again?
Along, stray, die, and straight.
Yeah, it didn't help me.
Maybe we follow the right path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Along the left path, stray and die. Do you think it's the amount of tiles? Is that possible?
Let's go with that.
So we follow the right path 5 tiles.
Okay. I'll do that.
1, 2. So you've taken... Where's the paint? So you've taken this path all
Yeah.
the way down to 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Sweet.
And then she just kind of stays at the entrance of the hallway and says, "Now it says something about the left path."
Okay.
Hmm.
I'll do that too.
So,
I'll go.
So try going to your left. Stray. So 5 tiles again.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5. So basically, you would be 1, 4, and 5.
End of here.
Yes.
Okay.
Again, nothing happens,
I do that.
and you see.
This must be riveting to listen to.
I know. I shouldn't have done these puzzles. I sorely regret this wholeheartedly. All right, you're there, and then
Okay, and then die. So do I need to go 3 to the right again? I guess so. Right now I'm here, so I go 1, 2, 3.
you step, nothing happens, and then
Okay.
she's right behind you now, and she says, "So straight." So then we just go straight.
Yeah, I do that.
So you go straight up, and all of a sudden, as you approach here, like probably just 5 feet away, you start to hear voices. Kind of like almost I would say just like it's almost like chaos, a cacophony. Thank you. Of just chaotic voices, just talking, blah blah blah, just nonsense. And then as you round the corner, there are 9 pedestals, and on each of those pedestals, let me describe this for you. So, on each of those pedestals, you see a little figurine of just different creatures. And as Koreva rounds the corner, she hears the voices and sees that all of them are gods. Little tiny statue gods that are talking.
The little figurines are talking?
Yes.
Like, are they animated? They're alive? Or we just hear voices coming from them?
Like they're animated in the fact that like their upper torsos are movable, but their legs cannot move.
Creepy.
So each one is talking differently.
As Midnight rounded the corner and nothing was happening, I went ahead and followed the same path he took.
Oh, okay.
To make sure I'm following along at this point.
So as you kind of look at the...
I never heard him scream in pain, so...
as you look, yeah, there are 9, not, did I say pedestals? Okay, yeah, so 9 pedestals, 9 gods, all talking.
Follow along with Lachlan. Just so I'm not standing there in the way.
And
Weeping by yourself in the corner.
And as you kind of investigate the pedestals, you see different symbols. So, yeah, you hear one of them say, I don't feel so good. The other one's just talking about love and music and blah, 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 gooey stuff. You hear one just meowing and talking about wanting to beat things up. You hear another one talking about, like in deep voice, like, judgment, death. Another one just super confused. They can't think straight.
Same.
Et cetera, et cetera. And like I said, on all of those pedestals, you see symbols, and then Koreva looks like she's kind of seeing all of them and realizes that they're not matching up to their symbols. So you basically have to put them back into place.
Bendane says, "Let's Fifth Element this y'all. We're gonna match this symbol with the..."
Thank you so much. I don't know why I thought of Fifth Element for this silly puzzle, but yeah.
Get it, man. On board. Tell me what to do.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm looking to you, Tristan, because you know these gods and their symbols. So
yeah, just
point
roll
us in the right direction.
Just roll a history check, and so Koreva rolled a 16. Wow. Okay.
Nice. 16, Tristan.
I rolled a natural
21.
20
Oh my
again. Holy
God.
look at that!
Am I
All of a
supposed to roll?
sudden, all of a
I
sudden, Ben Nain knows everything about ancient Egyptian gods
you remembered like back
because
in high
he's been in
school.
this tomb for 5 years.
just something clicked, and you're just like, you know what? You like beautiful minded that stuff, the whole thing. You're like, you kind of like push past Koreva and Tristan, and you're like, don't worry, I got this. And then you just start putting them into place. So you realize
So you
that
asked for my help and then just shoved me out of the way. I'm like, yeah, you could. And then you're like, no, never mind.
Like as he's asking Tristan for help, you see like the arithmetic like going around his head,
Yes.
and then he's just like, you know what? I got this.
So you realize that everything was basically 2 pedestals clockwise in each direction. So there was one god that was fine, but everybody else was shifted wrong. So you basically shift them back, and they all kind of start to get back to their normal selves.
Nice.
And one of the little figurines says, "Thank you, mortal." And then just kind of they go back to being statues, and then in the center pedestal, a little thing kind of pops out the top, and it looks like it looks like it's in the shape of a sun.
I grab it, stick it in my pocket, and
You,
I say,
you burn to death.
let's head back to that door.
All right. You grab this little piece of the sun. You follow the correct path back down that hallway, back down the other hallway to the door, and you insert the sun into the giant sun, I assume?
Or thing.
Yeah.
Okay. You insert the sun into the center of the big sun depiction into the door, and then all of a sudden the same thing happens. It starts to the door starts to open up, and as you enter, you almost see the same exact thing, an altar over here, and you see a man this time. There we go. And then all of a sudden you hear, before that man is allowed to speak, you hear that ominous voice again, and it says the same thing. One does not belong. One is a blasphemer. And then the man is basically praying at the altar, or looks like he's praying. He hears that voice too, turns his head and realizes there's somebody else in the room, stands up and says, "My name is Halton. We're going to play a game. You follow my words, or there's no escape." And as you are listening to him, the door closes behind you. And he says, "Slap yourself in the face, this one." And he's talking to Bendane. Do you slap yourself in the face?
No.
Ooh.
Definitely no.
Take 1 damage.
Oh.
He says, "The orc, do you have an axe? A hand axe? Then stab yourself in the leg."
I take my little hand axe.
Throw it at him.
He never says to what extent, so I'm just gonna like tap myself. It kind of hurts because I have like a thick pair of pants. It doesn't make me bleed or anything, but I'm just kind of.
I guess I'll have to be more specific. Orc, punch your fox friend in the face.
Gladly. And I just wallop him.
Do you really do
My
it?
eyes go wide.
Yeah, I just hit him in the face.
I'm gonna jump out of the way.
All right.
So I'll essentially take a dodge on that one.
Well, basically roll to attack, I guess.
However,
for me?
dodge gives
Yeah.
you.
Hold on.
Yeah, you have disadvantage on an attack roll against me if you allow me to take the dodge.
I'll allow you to take. I will allow you to take the dodge.
Because I definitely heard it and I saw the intent.
This is just my hand, so what I use.
saw the gleeful gleam in Lonnie's
I felt like I needed to man Tristan up a little bit, so I figured this is going to help him. So do I take like my strength modifier with this?
Yes.
Yeah, it would just be like an unarmed strike.
Yeah,
right?
it's just
So-
unarmed. It's just an unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
And
I'm
then you
asking.
roll
So
with
it's just
disadvantage.
so I would take my strength modifier. Is that correct or not?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I'm not the D&D expert. I'm trying my best here. Oh, how sad!
Dang, you
Sad.
punched the shit.
17,
Well, you got to do
another
that twice.
22.
Yeah,
I
do
did
it
17
twice.
and 22.
Oh, I didn't
So-
see it was twice. On that.
17. Does that beat? I guess that beats your AC, doesn't it?
Well, that was.
17.
Oh yeah,
Right. He punches you in the face. I think it's a.
it's just his.
It's 5 damage.
Oh
That's
yeah,
all it
strength.
did.
It's your strength modifier, so 4 damage.
Four.
Well, what's his strength mod?
4.
4. Oh, there you go.
He just hauls off and punches you in the face for 4.
Let's see what happens, though. I mean, we don't have to keep following this guy if he doesn't, some indication is going to help us.
Ben Dane starts walking towards the guy.
He
As soon as
smirks.
as soon as I hit him, I look over and say, "What now?"
Yeah, you clock me, and I just kind of fall
so
back and
so Halton
against the wall.
smirks when you punch your friend, and then he sees Ben Dane start to walk towards him. He says, "Stop moving." Do you stop moving?
I'm gonna look back at my crew and I'm gonna say, so the last time we had a blasphemer, we had to kill him, right? Are we just gonna let this guy tell us what to do, or are we gonna kill him?
and I just kind of like wipe a little bit of the blood off the side of my mouth. How about
before
I give him a command?
Well, as soon as he says that, as soon as Ben Dane says that to me, I just look at this guy and say, "Okay, are we? Is this what you want? Are you just wanting us to make fools of ourselves? Because I'm not interested in moving forward."
I do as I will, as my master wills, and
Who's
you
your master?
will do as I say.
And I will that you drop to the floor in a fit of laughter. I cast hideous laughter on him. He's got to make a wisdom save.
Do.
Has to beat a 15.
Oh my gosh, I'm looking for this freaking stats.
As time basically just hangs there.
Yeah.
The guy's just staring. We're just staring. Yes, the spell's not doing anything. He's just staring at me.
What is the
Wisdom save DC 15.
okay. He rolled an 18. All right. He just laughs, but not because of your spell. He just laughs at you. And then he says, "Can you cast that spell again?
I can.
Cast your
But
spell.
I only have one spell slot left.
Cast your spell on your friend there," and he points to Koreva. And before you do anything, you hear an enormously loud, booming voice. Like that ominous voice just says, "Unfair it is that one lords their might over others. A forced act will be met with forced destruction." And then all of a sudden you feel like this pressure, not enter the room, just this pressure upon this room. So what do you do?
Well, how far away is he? Roughly. So if he's in the corner over yonder,
About 25, 30 feet.
10. Okay. I'm gonna just draw my rapier and just charge at him.
He says, "Fox will not move." Do you continue to charge?
Yep.
Bending grabs a javelin.
I put a giant smile on my face because I feel like the time I punched him really got him going. Just like I'm so proud.
Roll a dex or strength saving throw at disadvantage. Tristan.
Okay, let me actually see if I have something that can help me with this. I don't think I do. No, I can't use my reaction on because he didn't do anything special that I can cause him to re-roll. Yep, nope, that's an 8.
All right. You feel like ice or a force just basically just stops you in place. Like you can't go any further.
All right.
And
How far
also,
did I make it?
you got about 10. No, I'll give you 15 feet. I mean, you're kind of quick on your toes. You got about 15 feet. But also, you take 3 damage for not listening to what he said.
As soon as I see him stop in place like that, I'm going to throw my javelin.
Hold on. Wait. Also, because
just do whatever you want.
Okay.
Probably put ourselves in some initiative order.
Hold on. So Tristan, as soon as this is going to be kind of like we'll have like some type of a turn, but I'll get to that in a second. So Tristan, as you feel yourself take damage, you see Halton in front of you as you're like trying to like push through this whatever force it is. His face gets cut.
Nice.
So do you throw the spear?
Yeah, 100%.
I had more I was gonna do, if you'll allow, but I'm not sure how you kind of wanted that to go.
Do it up, yo.
What? Well, hold on. What were you planning on doing?
Because like as soon as my feet get frozen over, I'm gonna drop the rapier and pull the dagger that I have on the side and just throw the dagger at him. I'm like fully intent on attacking him, like with everything.
Okay. Since you didn't really do an action, yeah, I'll allow it.
There's basically the red mist because I just got punched in the face because this told I thought one of my friends to hit me in the face, and he did.
Oh, I'm your friend, buddy. Look how
it's called tough love. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally
went all crazy on him.
Double checking. 16 just misses.
Ooh. All right. I do throw my javelin.
Go ahead.
That sucks. That's a critical miss.
It's a 7, probably.
It's a 1. I roll a 1.
Oof.
Oh, I see. 1 plus 6.
Yeah.
So, your dagger, your dagger goes a little bit close to him, but just kind of goes back, hits the wall, and kind of you hear this kind of like ding, and then the javelin, you kind of like, I don't know what you did, but you just like threw it to the ground. You were like, whoop,
whiffed it.
Yeah, you just kind of like held it too long, and it just kind of like if you would have not released it, you would have felt the vibrations like hitting the ground and just like going up your arm, and like one of those like
directly into the ground and broke it.
That, or like you would have like it would have not have broken, but you would have like felt, you know how like when you hit that like baseball and you get that sting on your like you hit it just right or just wrong, the baseball bat, the baseball with the baseball bat, and like and you get that sting and you're like yeah, it's kind of like that.
All
right. Let's see.
As soon as these two saw things happening, I was already pulling out my axe. And I mean, is he close enough I can get to him? Is he within 30?
Yes, but he keeps on talking. So, hold on. Koreva is gonna cast.
So are we not rolling initiative yet? Because if not, I'm just gonna throw another javelin.
Well, I wanted each of you. I wanted each of you to be able to do something before you go again. So
I'm gonna throw everything in my backpack at him. So you're having Carruthers do something, or you having? Am I allowed to do something?
Yeah, go ahead and do something while I figure out what.
Well, I just start charging to him, and my axe is like basically over my head, ready to come down.
He says the same thing. Halt, orc, and roll a strength or dexterity saving throw.
Boom.
Nice.
I rolled a 16 plus 4, which is 20.
With disadvantage, please.
That's weak.
Wow, wow.
No, I'll roll 6 more. There's one. No, just kidding.
All right.
I rolled a 5 as my disadvantaged one.
And that's a critical one.
That's a critical one.
Yeah,
so pretty much you trip. You get super close to him, and then you trip because it almost feels like the floor grabs at you, like it's like almost sandstone, and it turns to sand and kind of pulls you and stops you just before, like trips you just before you were able to strike at him. And he just laughs and just keeps on admiring his douchebaggery that he's doing. So Koreva is going to have none of this and is going to cast a spell onto Bendane. All of a sudden, Bendane, you feel this almost like light. You feel like you are surrounded by this inner light, outside light. Is almost like this divine feeling where you can't be touched. And then she moves up just behind Tristan to try and figure out what she can do to help you.
Dig it.
Okay. So Bendane, you're gonna check another javelin?
I am.
So he tries to speak. Halton tries to tell you to
as soon as I see his lips move, I'm just like, shut up, and I'd roll it.
All right, I'll allow it. Yeah. So like he tries to get you to halt, and so do the same thing, strength or dexterity check, but this time with advantage.
Okay. I will use strength.
Nice.
18.
Right.
18.
So you barely hear him say that, and you're just like, you basically tell him exactly that. Shut up. And then you just chuck that.
Oh, I'm like, shut up.
And then the spear or the javelin goes flying. Go ahead and roll to attack. Oof,
a 14 plus 6, which is 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
It is damage on that. 6.
So
what is up with these freaking ones? That's a 5.
That's okay. So the first one was a 5. Like, I was going to accept the first one. You want to just do that? 5 plus 4? So a 9?
Oh, I didn't even realize I clicked it twice. Yeah, let's do that.
That's fine.
A 9 sounds much better than a 5.
So you can see that he has kind of like a halberd or halberd on. So it's kind of like a cloth and metal, and you find a way to kind of purchase it into a slot between his armor. It's like splint armor, and it just kind of stabs into his side, and it kind of he is taken aback, and his body is literally has to step back because of the force that you hit him with the javelin, and then he doesn't look happy and jolly anymore, and then he tells Lachlan. So Lachlan, he basically says, "Orc, you will get up and you will cut down your friend." And now it's kind of more commanding. So do a wisdom throw with disadvantage.
All right, hold on. Wisdom. 1 and 2. There we go.
Dang.
A 6 and an 18.
So the sand goes back to normal. It goes back to like a block of sandstone. But then all of a sudden you start getting up on your feet without, like, your brain obviously tells your body what to do, but all of a sudden this is not you telling your body what to do. Like, your body's getting up on its own, and it starts to walk towards Bendane, and then you raise your axe and you bring it down on
This
your
isn't
buddy.
me.
Whatever. I just saw you punch Tristan in the face.
Yeah, that was funny. I'm not trying to do this one though.
So roll an attack.
Roll a little attack.
I'll roll a die 4. Hold on. So I use my great axe. Good lord. Okay.
Ow.
Yep. 12. Oh, that's
Jesus.
not good.
Good night, friends.
That hits?
What's your AC?
Oh, sorry. I thought he was rolling damage already.
No.
Yeah, no, that doesn't hit.
All right. You obviously see your buddy coming, and you just kind of like, I got this, and you just kind of, you just shimmy out of the way, right as he, brings the axe down. You get out of the way, and then, so all of a sudden, Lachlan, you feel like you are in control of your body again.
As soon as that happens, I then turn over towards this guy and just start charging him again with my axe.
And again, the same thing. He says, "Stop moving, orc." So go ahead and roll strength or dexterity with disadvantage.
1, 2, an 18 and an 11.
11 will not cut it. You kind of run into this force of energy, and you just can't seem to move. So, Koreva,
Well, can I take my great axe and just throw it? I'm so angry at this point, and obviously I want to get rid of it.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Would that be? Hold on a second.
Oh wait, it doesn't. Well, because technically you can't really throw a great axe, but you could in real life. So
I was gonna say, I feel like you could throw it.
I mean, it's a two-handed weapon, so I'm wielding it and throwing it. I just think it wouldn't be like my attack bonus wouldn't be based on strength; it'd be based on dexterity.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Kind of a good way of looking at it.
Instead of +6, it would instead be a +2. Oh, womp womp.
Womp womp. You chuck it at his stupid, ugly face, and kind of just falls just to the side of him at his feet. So, Koreva is going to
go on.
All right, so she's had enough of this garbage, so she's gonna run up to him, and she's casting a spell onto her weapon that all of a sudden it just kind of starts to glow, and he basically says, "Stop right there," and it's as if she just goes, like nothing happens, like she can't be touched, so to speak. Like whatever force is stopping you guys, she just goes right through it and just smacks this dude, or tries to smack the dude. Oof. Okay. That would be a critical. See, she hits him with this full force of.
This feels very anime, in a way. Like, we're all, like, getting our butts handed to us, and, like, this chick just, like, runs through, and she's like, yeah, nothing stops me, and just tears the dude a new one. Like, she's, like, supposed to be the hero, and we're like, but we thought we were the heroes.
It's all a point of view there, bud.
And then you look over at me, and my eyes go wide, and all of a sudden there's a shing sound. Yeah.
It's definitely like the first arc of an anime. Like, we'll get ours, we'll get there, but like we're watching somebody else be a badass, and then eventually, like, they're gonna watch us be bad in the future if we don't die.
So she just hauls off and just hits this guy in the chest, and like extremely hard, and he gets like tossed back into the altar, and he literally just starts coughing out a bunch of blood.
Nice.
Yeah, so at this point, all of a sudden, Tristan, you feel like you can move. Lachlan, Bendane, you all feel like you can move right now. But Koreva kind of looks... She isn't really a fighter, so she kind of looks out of breath from just doing all of this at once. So you all three of you get a free turn.
Yeah.
I haven't even taken my last one.
I'll take one now.
Do it. I'll allow it.
I am going to use my shifter feature, and I'm going to assume a more bestial appearance.
So like a slightly bigger fox.
So you tap into your kind of animal.
A mama fox.
Essentially, yeah. Tap into the animal side.
Papa has awakened. Somebody needs a slapping.
I gain 4 temporary hit points. I'm gonna run up now that I can actually move the rest of the distance, and I'm gonna try running him through with the rapier.
Okay.
Hopefully, the dice doesn't screw me over.
Go ahead and I'll give you an advantage.
Awesome.
Since it's like right after she attacked, so he's kind of blindsided.
What, 23?
Woof.
Nice.
Was that a nat 20 or just a... Oh, wait, no, it's a +5.
It's an 18 on the dice.
Yeah. I mean, you can roll again for to try and get a crit.
Well, I did roll with advantage.
Yeah,
2d20.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled an 18 and a 13.
Okay, Nathan.
I'm just pointing out. I wasn't even being sarcastic.
Oh, you weren't? I thought you were.
No.
He just sounds.
He was just being helpful.
He just naturally sounds sarcastic.
I can understand.
It did.
Hey.
Literally, I heard it says 2d20. I'm like, okay, bro. All right. So that's
And then you said we get a freebie after that? So can I just take another swing on him?
You said you never got to go.
I didn't do my first one when everybody else got to do their thing, and then you said everybody got a free one. So can I just take one more swing?
Sure, why not?
Sure. And much worse. That's a 9.
Well, just keep the advantage. So roll again.
Hooray! That's an 18.
There you go. That hit.
For 11.
Dude,
I think that's maximum damage.
You're about to be like the villain killer here. You have now dispatched 2 bad guys in this tomb.
So I killed him.
So you stabbed him in the gut, and he was looking pretty bad and pretty angry at you, and then you pull out your rapier and then you stab him.
And since I'm more bestial, I just ram it through his throat.
Yeah, basically. That's what I was thinking.
Growling in his face.
Yeah, so and then he like grabs whatever hasn't gone through his throat of the blade, and he's just kind of like, his eyes get wide, and he tries to say anything at all, but he can't. Gasps one last breath, and just kind of slides to, like, his back kind of ends up against the altar, and his legs are just splayed out, and he's not moving.
What's that? I can't hear you laughing now.
Go Tristan.
Nice.
I'm telling you, that punch in the face did it, buddy.
Bendane gives him a hearty slap on the back.
Just continue staring at the body.
Don't make it weird.
It's copyright. So yeah,
so we need to search the body, right? That'd probably be a good move.
Let's do it.
Right,
Just you
and the
have
altar.
the win. Why don't you do it?
You search the body, I'll search the altar.
The altar, I'll just say the same thing as the previous room. Altar kind of looks like it's desecrated a little bit with dark, like, evil type stuff, and not evil vibes. The same thing. This guy has something in one of his pockets. It's similar to the archer. Has the same stuff, and as Koreva sees the altar as it is, all of a sudden she starts having another migraine, like she did before, and she falls to the ground again. This time is quite severe, and it takes her a good couple of beats to get back to normal. It's almost as if she was on the verge of having like a seizure. And then she stands up, and as she stands up, she basically has that same look in her eyes when she did when she was about to cast that flame spell on the archer. And she says, These people are blaspheming this temple. I have to burn this corpse too. It's like my memories are coming back. I know this sounds terrible and I don't know the word, but I used to be important to the upkeep of the gods that surround this land. I can't put my finger on it though.
Like a priestess or a guardian or
maybe.
Burn that body and see if it comes back to you.
I already got bits and pieces of my memory. But yes, and she kind of asks you all to like drag it away from the altar so you don't burn the altar. So you kind of drag him, or the body, a little bit away from the altar, and then she casts a spell, burning him, and then...
Hold on. Isn't burning bodies, like, in some circles, like a respectful thing? This guy didn't deserve any of that. I say we just toss him in the corner and let him rot.
Dang. She disagrees with you because the sheer fact, she says, this body cannot remain in here and desecrate this place. I think this place is holy, and he has desecrated it enough for his body even being here. I believe burning it will just cleanse this room, at least, if not most of the temple.
Yeah, I get it.
Can foul up the place. Why not?
So she
storm out of the room again.
So she casts.
I'll allow it.
So she casts a spell, and whoever is still there watching, you see that his mouth, his tongue, is the last one to kind of take a while to burn to ash, almost as if it wasn't a part of his body, like it wasn't his tongue. And you hear that same was it the scream, kind of the yell of pain in the distance, like it came from somewhere. So the body was fully, I mean, the tongue burned up, the body burned up, and is now kind of what she believes has sanctified this room.
Wheat.
Right.
All right. Let's go deeper into the tomb. We still got like at least 6 or 12 more hallways, right?
I don't know, maybe. Thank you to Brian Sanyshin, BrianSanysyn, Find him on Fiverr and his own website, as always. Find us on Instagram and YouTube. Like and subscribe. We are also on Spotify, Anchor, Stitcher, and Amazon Music. Send us an email of NPC names, items, or ideas. Anything good, nothing bad. At fantasyfriendspc@gmail.com. That is fantasyfriends, P as in puppy, C as in cat, @gmail.com. Thank you for listening. Tell everyone you can about the podcast. Broadcast it on every radio station you can. Create your own podcast and have every episode be devoted to telling everyone how awesome Fantasy Friends is and they should be listening. Thank you again, and just some news and updates. The holidays are coming up, so we are going to do our best to record and post as often as we can. In a couple of months, my wife and I are expecting our second child, and some of the fellow schedules have been a bit wonky. I wanted to just keep you all informed. We will continue to record and post. It just might be a different schedule, but we won't cross that bridge yet. And we will let you know ahead of time if things change. Thank you for understanding and listening. And for now, the next episode will be up in about 2 weeks. Okay, bye.